Stands in JoJo are something I barely ever get to talk about because I'm very analytical with the way I talk about the show, really talking about character depth and like story plots and stuff like that. But stands are something that are very important to the story because they can affect a character in many ways, that including death. So I'll be going over my top 5 favorite stands in this video and basically saying why. Our stand for number 5 is a stand I feel like doesn't get talked about enough, and he's fairly recent to the anime, now that Part 6 is fully animated. It's Underworld, and his user Donatello Versus. I think Underworld has a really good design, actually. I really like it. It has like these cool like diving goggles because he swims around in the dirt and he can like scoop stuff with his like little scooper hands. He's really cool, honestly, and I just like his like just design overall. It's really good, and I think his ability is awesome. It's really unique. It's like Moody Blues Requiem. It's really awesome. I'm just a really big fan of Donatello Versus in general, and I'm a really big fan of his stand too. It's really cool. I would honestly love to have Underworld as a stand. Number 4, we got Wonder of You. I've talked about the stand just a little bit in my JoJo's video. If you guys want to check that out, I recommend it. It's a pretty good video of mine. Wonder of You is really awesome. I love its design. It's very mechanical and robotic, and I love robots, to be fair. I think its ability is just awesome in general. I really like the idea of just having bad luck affect people, because as a pretty lucky person myself, I think bad luck is something that I don't come across often enough, to be fair. So I really like Wonder of You. It's awesome stand. I like how it's like dual personality to Toru also, how it has kind of a mind of its own. It's really awesome. I'm a super big fan of this one. Number 3, we got Speed King. Speed King is a stand that's very prevalent to Julian. He's in a lot of panels there, honestly, and he's really awesome. I love his mechanical design, and he's very robotic-like, just like Wonder of You. The ability speaking is kind of weird. It's just like fire, but like heated up in a very small point, and that he can like travel around. It's kind of broken in this sense, to be fair. We don't really know his limitations to it, which is kind of a scary thing. And yeah, I really love Speaking. Jobin uses it phenomenally, and it just looks awesome when he does it. Speaking is great. Number 3. And number 2, we have Killer Queen. Killer Queen is an amazing stand. Its design is so good, and I love cats. Felines in general just look awesome, and he's pink, and I love the color pink. I like how he's wearing like humanoid shoes also. It's just kind of goofy. I really like this stand. He's really awesome. Yoshika Akira uses him very well in almost every scenario. It's very good. Bites the Dust is overall a cool concept for him to have, and Sheer Heart Attack's really awesome too. I'm just a huge fan of Killer Queen. It's a great stand. And before we get to number 1, I want to go over honorable mentions real quick. First of all, honorable mentions, we have a White Album. White Album is a good stand, we just don't see it enough, and he was only in one fight, and that's upsetting, because I really like the stand. It's really cool. If there's any stand I would like to have in real life, it might be White Album. It's really awesome. Number 2, we have Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond is another honorable mention here, just because I think its color scheme is a bit weird. I don't really like its color scheme, but it's a really good stand either way. And lastly, for our mentions, we have Hierophant Green. Hierophant Green is a really awesome stand. I love the way it looks. I love its design. I love its little snake kind of tentacle thing going on. Sadly, my only problem with it is that, I don't know. It's just less cool to me, I guess. I mean, I still think it's cool, but, I mean, there's just better stands on this list. And our number 1 place is Soft and Wet from Part 8. Gappy uses Soft and Wet in some very cool ways. Its design is very cool. I love how symmetrical it is with the giant anchor on it. It looks awesome. Its different color waves are kind of weird. In some, pictures and games even, he's yellow, which I really don't like. I really like him being white and purple. That looks really nice. Don't make him yellow in the anime. Please don't do that. He's really cool, though. I love his ability to plunder. I love his ability to funny, blowy up bubbles, go beyond is a sick concept. And overall, Soft and Wet is a great stand. It's generally my favorite stand, and it's really cool. I really hope we see Gappy in Part 9.